stations, all stations, all stations. This is the United States Coast Guard. A powerful storm will begin impacting the New England offshore Monday, the 29th of October, into Thursday, the 1st of November. High winds and high seas expected to accompany the storm. Mariners are strongly advised to closely monitor NOAA weather and local radio broadcasts for updated warnings on the storm. This is the United States Coast Guard out.
In late October 2012, a small tropical depression that had formed in the Caribbean Sea was beginning to gain strength, developing into a Category 2 hurricane that was making its way up the east coast of the United States. At 2:00 p.m. on October 29th, the U.S. National Hurricane Center sent out a report. Hurricane Sandy, with maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour, was about 100 miles southeast of Atlantic City. The storm had just made a sharp turn northwest and was now on a direct path for the coast of New Jersey. Government officials urged coastal residents to heed evacuation warnings as hundreds of thousands fled their homes. The message that was being received: you have never seen a storm like the one you were about to experience over the next several days. At around 8:00 p.m., Sandy made landfall just north of Atlantic City with 90-mile-per-hour hurricane-force winds. A tremendous storm surge, accompanied by high waves and heavy rain, began to pound the entire coast, pushing ocean waves over and around dunes, onto roadways, and into houses and businesses. The surge coincided with a full moon, resulting in record storm tide levels in many North Jersey locations, rising to 13 feet in Raritan Bay, over 9 feet at Seabright, from 5 to 8 feet along Long Beach Island. This powerful rush of water carved a gash through the tiny beach town of Mantaloking, dividing it in two, totally demolishing houses and leaving portions of the bridge buried in sand and debris. Water surged over seawalls in lower Manhattan, flooding streets, tunnels, and subway stations. In Seaside Heights, crushing waves tore apart sections of Casino Pier and Funtown Pier. Amusement rides like the log Flume and Jetstar roller coaster collapsed into the ocean and were left to wallow in the surf. Floodwaters peaked at 8 feet in parts of Atlantic City, leaving 70 to 80% of the town underwater. Towns like Lavalette and Ortley Beach were completely engulfed by the ocean, leaving them submerged in sand and several feet of water. Boardwalks were ripped apart, boats were tossed out of marinas, onto roadways, and into power lines. Vacation homes were lifted from their foundations and swept away. By the time it was over, 34 deaths were attributed to this massive storm. 2.4 million households in the state were left without power. Over 300,000 homes and businesses were damaged or destroyed. Overall damage estimates came close to $30 billion, with no telling the emotional and psychological damage. a disaster of epic proportions when placed along the long list of powerful storms that have battered the Jersey Shore. Hurricane Sandy ranks as the greatest natural disaster in the state's recorded history.